Welcome back to Strange Antiquities, the demo. I wish it was out already, but we will go ahead with the demo until that happens. I do not remember when they announced the actual release date, perhaps later this year. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, here we are. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay, you want a shadow hold? Shadow hold. Let me go check my book. What's this? Why do I have this here? Why do I have these on my thing? That's weird. And this was supposed to be somewhere. Thaumatic fields. So maybe. Hang on, I'm gonna put. I'll put my book here. Okay. Put the notes here. And put the map here. Show book. We want. Shadow hold. Shadow hold. Okay, you have this design. And you need. A shadow hold or a vessel is container of any kind, or sometimes a jar, a bottle, or some kind of box, okay? So we are looking for these things, and it can be used to contain these things, right? And they are decorated with a sign like this. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. So now, my initial guess was this, which was the symbol, but it's not a container, so wrong guess. Now, what containers do I have? Ah! Sorry. I just remembered that I spoiled myself thanks to Pez's video. So this is what I saw. I'm gonna do just a quick inspect. So this thing, right, it has the same pattern. It's just rotated by just a little bit. I think. At least these little loops, they look similar. Yeah, it's the same pattern if I just tilt my head towards the right a little bit. Okay. Sense of touch. Markings are carved, hard and somewhat rough, and it's spongy. Pungent smell. Nothing to remark. It's clay and this is cork. Okay, that's what I'm gonna give you because I spoiled myself. I'm a bad girl like that. Okay. I don't care about these clues. The item's a container of some kind and the design is the same as the sketch. Okay, fair enough. Got you. A sun bond. And there is an auto labeling option if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will enable auto labeling. Fine. So that's gotta be what was the shape that I selected? I do not remember. Yeah, well, it is shadow hold. Okay. It's a container. Can I find a container? This looks like a container. Okay, done. Color. What color did I decide? This green? Maybe. This thing was the shape of that. Ah, that's for hanging stuff. Excuse me. But the green. And that. Okay. Hello, kitty kitty. How are you, kitty kitty? Okay, next. I will move you. Maybe not you. I will move you here. And I will also perhaps move this bottle here. And this I will keep here. Okay. Next. Who's next? Hello, postman. How are you? What's with all these ravens flying about under here today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like that. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. Dark omens everywhere. A letter for you. Thank you. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. The man does not like to burn things. Ah, that man does like to burn things. I see. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of use, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charles Weathers. What entry? Uh, hmm. What? Can I turn it? Can I do something with it? I'm gonna keep this here. Okay. Can I explore some other place now? Entry on the shin. Okay, so hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. So where is the boatyard? The boatyard. The Maribel, 23rd. The Maribel. I do not know what that is. This is Jacob's Folly. There are a bunch of boatyards. The boatyard. Okay, I'm gonna go here. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by the upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from strange antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. "Okay, what'd you have?" "Sleep vessel." Nice, I got a bunch of stuff. Apparently, as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. "I've no use for it," he says. "Don't even know what it's for." What did you give me? Ah, nice. Thank you. Thank you. You gave me a cursed looking thing. All things are cursed looking, aren't they? There's a star, there's the moon. Interesting stuff. Okay. I got this thing. I also got the thing which is the letter thing, this. So I'm going to archive that. Okay. Here. That is done. And I got a bunch of things in my book. There were new entries. Indexes. And these things. I got a bunch of new things. But, well, for now, I'm gonna go. Next! Who's next? Ah, Jupiter! We meet again. Our paths crossed last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark. On important business, no doubt. What shared in moment means? It's a creepy way of saying it. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. Clanbrook Road. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Okay, Clanbrook Road, and we need a moon heart. So what's a moon heart? Moon. I do not know what a moon heart is. Ah, maybe it's not called a moon heart. Moon heart. Selenic totem. Okay. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Interesting. So I want something, a totem. Maybe this? It has a feeling of some kind. Moon. So, nope, 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 nope. It's a totem, and I want a moon totem. Either this or this. I have a sense that this might be it. I have nothing to remark. There is no feeling. Uh, Hard and cold. Engraved detail. Warm. Stone. Gold. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe not this. Totem. This is also a moon thing. Gold. This is a gemstone. Black and pinkish gemstone. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Cool. Everything is cool. Okay. Nope. Nope. Maybe this. Because it's an owl. An owl is related to knights. Polished. Okay. Nothing to remark. Warm, loving emotion. Light colored wood. Maybe this. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. You get an owl. Yay! We got it. Okay, carved totem. Owl is associated with the night. There's a concealed crescent shape. Concealed. Ah, because the head. I see. And using the closer inspect tool tells me if imparts a feeling of joy. Okay, fair enough. And I got a few other things. Nice. Bye. Hope you had fun. I also. And it labeled itself. Selenic totem. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am going to change this color to this. Or maybe shape even. I don't care about the shape that much, honestly. Okay, got that. Now, I did get a note. This. This thing will eventually go somewhere, I think. Well, not now. Hello, who's next? The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Cernunos. Who are you? You are the ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. Ravens. Ornithologist is somebody who does like study birds. Maybe not. I do not remember. The 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13 before him. He's a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he's well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. That's how you make a boring class turn interesting. So you want a voice of Cerunos. This. Okay. The name Voice of Cerunos is used to refer to any bronze, torque, T-O-R-C, what's a T-O-R-C? That has certain imbued properties. So it has to have an imbued property. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cerunos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque, wearing his torque. Ah, the neck thing. Hmm. Maybe it's the neck thing. I do not know what a torque is. T-O-R-C, torque. This, perhaps? I have nothing to remark. There is no perception. There has to be perception, is what they said. Nothing to remark. Uneven texture. Bronze. I know it's made of bronze. What else does Serunos has? This thing on the neck. You have like a thing like that and a totem like that. It's referred to any bronze torque. Certain imbued properties. I do not have any imbued property, but I'm going to give you this, okay? Got it. That is a torque, apparently. Okay, got it. Spirit eye. Closed. And they... Don't say the end of demo, please. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach the back barrow. What did we find? What's this? What is this? It's a thing? Handcuffs. Interesting. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Escaped prisoner ran northwest. Okay, and hid in the first building, so I could go there. Okay, book, go inside. I want my map. Hey, no, open. How do I... Right, like that. So, an escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So where is a prison? The barrows. Maybe the barrows? Jail. The old jail. Number 10. Where is it? There. So, north, west, northwest. That's north. This? Found it. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all. And suddenly, and unexpectedly, I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. What did I get? Okay, that looks cool. Very cool indeed. That is so nice looking. I do not have space. I do have same space. I need to do a little bit of rearranging. My creepy hands. You go here. You go here. So all the creepy hands can go here. Okay? That looks nice. Good morning, kitty kitty. I will check this. This is gone. This I already got rid of. Knew someone. Verona Green. I know this lady from the previous game. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. It was. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Ellie know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. Oh. I can put this here. That's book number 2. Hermetic symbology, Quentin Holmes. Somatic disciplines. Interesting. So this thing might mean something. All of these symbols, look at this. Hey. The one I have is... these are the logos. I see. Calm, confusion, death, life, paralysis, poison, deception, fortune. The symbols mean this. Elements are like that. Materials are like that. Mundane elements. So the one that is this, which is the mundane. Antimony. Okay? This is antimony. I have to put this somewhere. Maybe I have to find more of them. And these are all the elements. Planetary metals, seasons, weather, Wicca. What does that mean? Interesting. Okay, 2 books. Good. Who's next? I'm gonna read up on that lady in a bit. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. Like that, mentally paralyzed. I was like, how are you walking? I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Horn shackle. Something which is horned and it's a shackle. This? Let me see what a horn shackle is. Horned shackle. There it is. Okay. Are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horn shackle. Totems of some kind. So basically I want horns. Oh, maybe this? Or maybe this. Bone, yellowed white. Cheap metal. Fabric. Hard and somewhat rough. Okay? That's not it. And it's a little bit broken on this side. Interesting. I don't think I noticed that before. I don't think that is it. Yeah, you can even see the broken bit on this side. Interesting. I probably want to check this one. Hang on. Hard and somewhat rough. Cool and smooth. It's a clay thing. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Nope, this is not it. Horns. This? Strong sense of being watched. I do not like that. Smooth. Ridged. Bronze. No. Perhaps this. You get this, okay? I don't think I have anything on that side, no? That's not the right one. Okay. Bones. What other things I have that have bones? This? It's made of wood. It's rough and pitted. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. It's textured and it's pointy. Clay. Do I not have it? That's possible. Okay, this is the occult scholar. Yep, that's somebody I remember from the previous game as well. It's basically the same town. Verona Green has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She's respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from the catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. The Woken Dendru was something that we helped with. The Selenic flame, I do not know what that is. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. I do agree with you on that, Verona Green. Tea solves every problem in life. At least it gives you the illusion that everything is alright, even when it doesn't solve it. A pendant, more commonly totems of some kind, and horn shackles. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers. Horned shackles. So it doesn't have to be two horns, is what I'm thinking. Perhaps one horn is enough. So that's not a horn. Not a horn. Nope. No horns. That's a fossil, not a horn. Nope. So not these. Not these. Not this. You don't have horns. What about this? Orange gemstone, gold, wood, gold, and wood. Warm, polished, warm. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Interesting. Huh. That's the moon, okay. That's something, okay. Where are the horns? Do I even have it? Horn shackle. A pendant. Totems of some kind. What about you? Sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Cold and smooth. Bronze. It's a bronze thing. It's not a horn thing. What else is there that has a horn? Not a tree. Nope. I'm not gonna give you out, kitty kitty. I don't think that is it. Nope, that is not it. What about you? You don't have horns. Sound becomes louder. That's not it. Stone. Hard and cool. Red paint or perhaps blood. Okay, that's a totem with a shape thingy on it. That's bronze and iron. Somewhat painful. Okay. Darkness. Okay. Huh. Somebody said something about something. But I don't have the note, so maybe. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe not. Oh. Huh. Really? Interesting. What does that do? Let me see if there is something inside that has a horn. Nope. This? I do not think so. One more guess and I will have a problem. Although I am curious to see what happens. Energy about it. I do not think that is the case. What's this? Withered flesh. Oh, really? This is withered flesh? I thought this was charcoal. That looks like charcoal. Leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to touch. Expecting it to smell worse than it does. Fair. Nothing to remark. That's not it for sure. Horn shackle might be the answer. Paralyzed. What is that? Stone. Rough and pitted. Okay. It's a totem, doesn't have any kind of a horn, but maybe that's it. And I am 90% sure it's not right. If I'm not right, then I will at least find out what happens when I get this. Yep, it's not right. What happens now? A deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. How do I do that? Roll. Okay. Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. What do you mean by bank the dice? Okay. Interesting. I don't understand what's happening, but okay. Click a die to lock or unlock it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Did I break it? Maybe? Ah, right, I see. Okay, got it, got it. I don't know if there is a way to lose. It's just probably more time taking than anything interesting. Okay, you're back. Horned shackle. What can be a horned shackle? That's not a horn thing. That's warm. Engraved detailing, hard and cool. Gold and stone. Nothing to remark. I don't like how this makes me feel. Rough and gnarled. A dark wood? You, perhaps. Some stone. Interesting. Okay. What are you? Green marble and iron. Cool and smooth. Nothing to remark. The symbols. Polished, cool and smooth, and that's markings have been carved. Dark greens, gemstone, wood, bronze. Did I try this? I did. That's a horn thing. Maybe I don't have it. Okay. Objects produce a field. Invisible object over a lens. That's the lens they're talking about? Maybe? Hello, kitty kitty. You. A spider. And a spider. Is there some kind of a field? I do not see any field on anything. Now what? I've tried like a bunch of things with horns. Hang on. Maybe this? Ah, stupid thing! That was... the item has horns. Yeah, thank you. Closer inspect reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. Ah, well, fine. Visager. Got it. That was a bit weird. I'll tell you that. Horned shackle. Okay. Sorry, kitty kitty. Woke you up. At least the weather's looking a little bit better out today. Good. Thank you for the letter, sir. What do we have today? Today, you might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. John Royston. Farm. We have to go to the farm. So, the farm is... Farm. Somebody's farm. Greywick Farm. 1. There. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Ah, this is not the right farm. Maybe there is another farm. Royston Farm. Yep, 30. There. I went to the wrong farm. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. What do you have? That's a cool looking thing. Okay, you go here. It's a bit crowded there, but we're gonna manage. You go here. Hello, who are you? Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Ossic. You silly thing. An Ossic ring. Did I already get that? Nope. Don't think I have it. Ossic ring. The somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Crochin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Crochin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. It's some kind of a snake thingy, and you can hear a hiss. Interesting. A ring and a hiss. What about this? Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Oh, what was that? Sounds are muffled, right? Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay. Definitely not that. Not these. There. Do I remember something that had that? Ah, that's the one I want. Hello. There you go. Made of bones. Satisfies the description. Macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise. Alright, got it. Bolgin? Grim? Bye. Who are you? Nobody. Nobody I care about, that is. Hello, Daisy Winters. How are you doing? A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing X? I was thinking about former friend would probably be called an ex-friend. So that's what I said out loud. Has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Interesting. Ah, it's a choice. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Okay. Do we want to mildly inconvenience their friend, or do we want to do revenge mode? We'll see. Hang on, let me see what I am in the mood for today. So we can go get a Zia. This. No. A Zia. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. They are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writing upon their surface. Interesting. And the binding seed. What's a binding seed? These items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Ah, interesting. Both of them are kind of weird, but one of them, the other one, Zia, is hard to remove. So at least... I want to give her something that's a pendant. Menting and wixic. 2 distinct materials. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, which is the seed. I think I know what that is. This thing. Have it. Here. We got the binding seed. Got it. What will happen to your friend? We shall see. Hello, Emmett Burrows. Nice moustache, sir. They found a man just now in that house where all the ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I mean, maybe he was dead. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Shedburg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Libula. What is that? Are you scared? So scared. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. No. But they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, An imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturgus knew well. Of a reassurance in times of upheaval and change. Interesting. Imbuement of wisdom. Interesting. So, whatever it is, it makes you feel wise. Okay, let me see if I can find something wise. Nothing. Nothing. Darkness, not that. Strong sense of being watched. This is the one that makes things quiet. But does it have no, nothing to remark? My heart feels lighter. But this is not wisdom though. Which one is it? Not that, of course. Out of body feeling. Interesting. Sense of foreboding. Definitely not good. Maybe I don't have it. Wisdom. Is this it? Perhaps. It has an energy about it. Maybe this. Go for it. No, that's not it. Okay. I don't have anything else. Maybe I need to get. He did mention something about the. What did you say? Where did they find the body? They found a man just now in that house where all the ravens were. Where were all the ravens? The eye. Undermere Church. Okay, nothing here. And then you have Jacob's Folly. Nothing here. Well, you can go everywhere. The Twinings. The Barrows. High Green Church. Hospital. Maybe the hospital. 5th. I'll find some stuff that dead people may have left. Okay, nothing here. I do not know what you want, sir. What do you want? Libula. Okay, I'll think about it. For now, this is where I stop. Until next time, bye. Maybe we'll do one more and that will be the end of the demo. Or we'll see how long that goes. In any case, see you in the next one. Bye bye.